From the abyss of complete darkness, the first light of dawn explodes across the infinite void. Stars ignite, shimmering jewels scattered across the velvet canvas of space. Soft, orchestral music swells, an ethereal symphony accompanying the birth of the cosmos. The universe awakens, forming in a breathtaking display of cosmic artistry. From the void, Earth takes form, a vibrant sphere swirling with nascent life. Oceans shimmer under the sun's first light, their surfaces mirroring the boundless sky. Continents rise from the depths, ancient landmasses awakening from a timeless slumber. Life explodes across the globe, with trees bursting forth in a symphony of green. A majestic orchestral score swells, each note echoing the planet's vibrant genesis. The Earth breathes, a living testament to the universe's boundless creativity. The Garden of Eden blooms in radiant glory, a symphony of rivers, vibrant flowers, and trees glowing with ethereal light. Heavenly choir music cascades through the air, an anthem to the untouched beauty of creation. At the heart of this paradise, the tree of life stands tall, its essence promising immortality. Beside it, the tree of knowledge pulses with forbidden allure, radiating an irresistible divine energy. Both trees command attention, their intertwined destinies shaping the fate of all who dwell within this sacred realm. In the Garden of Eden, God's light blazes, illuminating a pristine world. Dust swirls, taking shape under the divine touch as Adam is formed. His eyes flutter open, reflecting the pure, radiant light that now fills his being. Wonder dawns in Adam's gaze as he beholds the majesty of his surroundings for the first time. A gentle wind stirs through the lush trees, carrying the symphony of nature's untouched beauty. The very air hums with life as the garden breathes in its inaugural dawn. In the radiant Garden of Eden, Adam tenderly pets a lion, his touch gentle and unafraid. With a smile of pure joy, he watches birds dance across the boundless sky, their wings catching the sunlight. Playful, serene music fills the air, each note a testament to the untouched paradise. But as his gaze drifts towards the horizon, a shadow of loneliness momentarily darkens his radiant face. The idyllic scene is subtly marred by a quiet yearning, a silent question in his eyes. In the Garden of Eden, bathed in divine light, Adam sleeps peacefully, his face serene. Gentle harp and strings weave a romantic melody through the night. From Adam's rib, a figure begins to materialize, glowing with ethereal light. Eve takes shape, her form radiant and new. Her eyelids flutter open, revealing luminous eyes that gaze upon the world for the first time. In the radiant Garden of Eden, Adam beholds Eve, his eyes filled with wonder and nascent love. Hand in hand, they embark on a journey through paradise. Their footsteps light upon the untouched earth. The air vibrates with the swelling tones of a heavenly choir, an ethereal symphony celebrating their union. Sunlight filters through lush foliage, painting their path with dappled light as they explore. Every glance, every touch resonates with the purity and innocence of their newly awakened senses. Peace envelops them, a silent promise of eternal harmony in their verdant sanctuary. In the verdant Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve work side by side, their movements gentle as they sow seeds in the fertile soil. They tenderly feed the diverse animals that wander freely, a symphony of life surrounding them in peaceful harmony. Gentle instrumental music drifts through the air, enhancing the serene atmosphere of their idyllic world. Laughter echoes through the garden as Adam and Eve revel in their harmonious existence, their joy unbounded. In the Garden of Eden, an air of mystique subtly permeates the scene. The forbidden tree radiates an otherworldly glow, standing prominently at the garden's heart. Its luminous presence casts an enchanting spell over the tranquil surroundings. Adam and Eve exchange a knowing glance, their expressions tinged with reverence and caution. Respectfully, they maintain a safe distance, their eyes drawn to the tree's forbidden allure. Together, they turn away, leaving the enigmatic tree bathed in its mysterious light. In the Garden of Eden, the serpent moves with sinuous grace around the forbidden tree. Mysterious, tense string music fills the air, heightening the sense of impending drama. The serpent approaches, its eyes gleaming with cunning. Eve's face is a study in thoughtful contemplation as the serpent nears, a storm of curiosity brewing within her. Golden sunlight dapples the Garden of Eden, illuminating a world of lush, untouched beauty. Coiled around a branch of the forbidden tree, a serpent's scales shimmer with mesmerizing, iridescent colors. The serpent's gaze, piercing and intense, fixes on Eve, a silent challenge hanging in the air. The serpent's voice slithers through the tranquil air, its question laced with subtle temptation. Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? Sunlight filters through the dense canopy, casting a mosaic of light and shadow across the Garden of Eden. The air is thick with the intoxicating aroma of exotic blooms and the sweet promise of ripe fruit. At the heart of this paradise stands a solitary tree, its fruit radiating an alluring, otherworldly glow. Eve surveys the garden, a sense of wonder and caution mingling in her gaze. She pauses, her voice echoing softly in the tranquil air. We may eat from the trees, but not from the one in the middle, or we will die. The forbidden fruit shimmers, a silent challenge amidst the abundance of Eden. Sunlight filters through the dense canopy of the Garden of Eden, painting the verdant landscape in a mosaic of light and shadow. A serpent, its scales shimmering with otherworldly colors, entwines itself around a branch of the forbidden tree. Its golden eyes, gleaming with ancient knowledge, fixate on an unseen figure, promising untold revelations. The serpent's voice, a silken whisper, weaves a tapestry of temptation. You will not surely die, for God knows when you eat it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. In the tranquil Garden of Eden, Adam watches with bated breath, a storm of anticipation brewing within him. Eve's hand extends, drawn by an irresistible allure, towards the forbidden fruit, the embodiment of temptation. A decisive bite marks the point of no return. As Eve succumbs to the forbidden delight, sharing the fruit, Eve offers Adam a piece, an invitation to partake in the transgression. With a mix of trepidation and desire, Adam accepts the fruit, his fate intertwined with Eve's in this fateful moment. As Adam eats, the world around them seems to hold its breath, the air thick with the weight of their choice and the unknown consequences that await. Dark clouds descend upon the Garden of Eden, their shadows stretching like grasping fingers across the once vibrant landscape. The garden's flora begins to lose its luster, its colors fading as though life itself is being extinguished. A somber orchestral score rises, filling the air with an overwhelming sense of loss and foreboding. Adam and Eve exchange a loaded glance, a dawning awareness of their nakedness and vulnerability etched on their faces. The weight of their transgression hangs heavy in the air, a silent acknowledgement of paradise irrevocably lost. In the once pristine Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve huddle together, their bodies trembling with a newfound fear. Shame etches deep lines into their faces, a stark contrast to the innocence they once possessed. With clumsy, shaking hands, they desperately sew fig leaves together, attempting to conceal their nakedness. Each stitch is a testament to their loss, a futile effort to cover the knowledge that has irrevocably changed them. The air is heavy with unspoken regret as they work in silence, the weight of their actions pressing down on them. A low rumble of thunder echoes through the garden, a celestial lament underscoring their profound sense of transgression. In the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve cower, their bodies trembling behind the massive trunks of ancient trees. A piercing beam of divine light slashes through the dense foliage, an inescapable presence hunting them. The very air crackles with anticipation, the weight of the impending moment pressing down on them. A voice echoes through the garden, resonating with power and sorrow. Adam, where are you? Sunlight dapples through the dense canopy of the Garden of Eden, painting the leaves in shifting patterns of light and shadow. Adam stands shrouded behind the broad leaves of a fig tree, his form partially hidden in the verdant embrace. His voice, tinged with shame and fear, breaks the serene stillness. I heard you, and was afraid because I was naked, so I hid. The unseen presence of God echoes through the garden, a question laced with divine disappointment. Who told you that you were naked? The voice booms, resonating with celestial authority. The question hangs heavy in the air, charged with the weight of disobedience. Did you eat from the tree I commanded you not to eat from? Golden sunlight dapples the abundant greenery of the Garden of Eden, casting long shadows that hint at secrets. Adam stands before a divine presence, his posture betraying a turmoil of guilt and accusation, his voice trembling. Adam deflects blame. The woman you gave me, she gave me the fruit, and I ate. Tears welling in her eyes, Eve confesses, her voice barely a whisper. The serpent deceived me, and I ate. A heavy silence descends, broken only by the rustling leaves, as the consequences of their choices begin to unfold. The serpent, now a creature of the earth, twists through the lush undergrowth, leaving a visible scar in its wake. An ethereal soundscape of deep, mournful music swells, echoing through the once pristine Garden of Eden. The sorrowful melody resonates with divine sadness, a lament for innocence lost. Each note hangs heavy in the air, a haunting reminder of the profound shift that has befallen paradise. Tears stream down Eve's face in the radiant Garden of Eden, her sorrow echoing through the once perfect paradise. God approaches, his expression a profound blend of sorrow and infinite compassion. Gently, he drapes animal skins over their bare forms, a poignant symbol of protection and loss. The weight of their transgression settles upon them, a palpable shift in the atmosphere of the garden. The Garden of Eden, once vibrant and alive, now sees its lush greenery slowly dimming as shadows stretch like grasping fingers. A divine light seems to withdraw, leaving the air heavy with an impending sense of loss. The perfect space is now permeated with a palpable sense of sorrow, as if the very air mourns. A profound, echoing voice resonates through the darkening garden. Because you have done this, in the Garden of Eden, sunlight filters through the dense canopy, painting the ground in shifting patterns of light and shadow. The air hangs heavy, saturated with the intoxicating aroma of exotic blossoms, untouched and unknown. God stands in silent majesty before the woman, the weight of destiny etched upon his face. His voice resonates through the tranquil garden, carrying the somber weight of prophecy and change. Sunlight filters through the canopy, casting a gentle glow upon the Garden of Eden. God stands in the verdant garden, his divine countenance clouded with sorrow. Before him, Adam stands in shame, the weight of disobedience heavy on his shoulders. The air is still as God's voice echoes with divine disappointment. Because you listened to your wife and ate from the tree, cursed is the ground because of you. The idyllic scene transforms, the promise of ease fading with each word. By the sweat of your brow, you will eat food until you return to the ground, God declares, sealing Adam's fate. In the Garden of Eden, a celestial symphony begins as somber orchestral music intertwines with a soft, angelic choir. Radiant light pierces through the serene landscape, heralding a divine intervention. Angels materialize, their forms shimmering with ethereal grace against the lush greenery. Each angel wields a flaming sword, the blades glowing with celestial fire, a stark warning in paradise. The air crackles with divine energy as the angels stand as sentinels, their expressions stern and resolute. Their presence casts long shadows, a visual omen that disrupts the tranquility of Eden. Sunlight filters through the dense canopy of the Garden of Eden, painting the lush foliage in strokes of gold. The air hangs heavy, saturated with the intoxicating aroma of exotic blossoms and the sweet promise of ripe fruit. God stands amidst the verdant trees, an aura of immense power and timeless wisdom emanating from him. His gaze sweeps across the tranquil paradise, a hint of concern etching itself onto his divine features. A profound pronouncement echoes through the garden, shaking the very leaves on the trees. The man has now become like one of us, knowing good and evil, God declares, his voice resonating with ancient authority. He must not be allowed to take from the tree of life. Adam and Eve, heads bowed in sorrow, take their final steps away from the resplendent Garden of Eden. Each step echoes with the weight of their departure, their forms silhouetted against the radiant light they leave behind. They cast one last, lingering look over their shoulders, their faces etched with regret and loss. With a resounding thud, the gates of Eden close, sealing them off from paradise forever. The golden light of Eden, once enveloping, now diminishes, a distant memory fading into the horizon. Alone, they face the unknown, the shadows of the world lengthening before them as they begin their journey. Golden and crimson hues stretch across the distant hills as dawn breaks over Eden. Adam and Eve work in harmony, their movements a dance of planting seeds in the rich soil. Their faces reflect the serene beauty of their surroundings, untouched by worry. Uplifting music swells, painting an idyllic scene of peace and creation. Bathed in a celestial glow, the world outside Eden seems to hold its breath. A single ray of light pierces through the heavens, a beacon of hope amidst the unknown. The light symbolizes an unspoken promise, an eternal connection to the divine. A quiet serenity descends, as if the very air is whispering words of comfort. The fading music leaves behind a profound sense of peace. A gentle echo of what was a hopeful tone lingers, painting the dawn with the promise of a new beginning.